Good morning, students. In the last class, we all learned about the refraction, optical medium, optical densities, and as per the Snell's law, we learned about the refractive index. Refractive index, in brief, I'm again recalling, is telling us about the extent of bending of a ray of light when it travels from one medium to another. When a ray of light travels from rarer to denser medium, it bends toward the normal, and when it bends away from the normal, it means that it travels from denser to rarer medium. So today we will be learning about the numericals. Just recall all the formulas. The very first one, absolute refractive index of a medium. It means the light is coming from air and entering into other medium. Then that particular medium is having the refractive index and given by the formula C by V. Second formula, relative refractive index, when there is a pair of medium in which first medium is not air. Any other combination of mediums. Then N21, that is the refractive index of second medium where it entering, where the bending will take place with respect to the first. For example, glass coming from water, coming from diamond, coming from any benzene, coming from any alcohol, anything. It means the property keeps on changing. So that is equal to the ratio of the absolute refractive index, that is N2 upon N1, and also equal to the speed of light in medium 1 upon speed of light in medium 2. As per the principle of reversibility, N21 is equal to 1 upon N12, where 2 is the medium where the light entering and 1 is the medium from where it is coming. But on the right hand side, when if I am writing N12, it means the light is entering into 1 and coming from 2. But it means that, for example, glass to water, then principle of reversibility, then water to glass, matlab reverse. Then a fourth, according to Snell's law, N21, that is sin I upon sin R, because there is a change in the angles. After that, in case of the depth, real depth upon apparent depth, and here I have mentioned the speed of light in vacuum or air, that is 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. Now, first example, light travels through water with a speed of 2.25 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. Then what is the refractive index of water? It means that light travels through a medium. It means if nothing is given, it means that it is coming from air. So refractive index N is equal to speed of light in vacuum upon speed of light in medium. Speed of light in vacuum, that is 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second as per the formula, and C upon V. So V, that is given 2.25 into 10 raised to the power 8. On solving this, refractive index means 1.33. So a direct formula is there. If nothing is mentioned, it means that it is related to absolute refractive index. Example 2. Light travels from a rarer medium 1 to a denser medium 2. The angle of incidence where? In medium 1. And angle of refraction will be in medium 2, are 45 degree and 30 degree. Calculate the refractive index of second medium with respect to first. It means the light is entering into second, so bending will take place in second. So as angles are mentioned, so the formula will be sin I upon sin R. So sin 45 upon sin 30, and as per the trigonometric values, these are the fixed values you will be learning in your maths trigonometry, that sin 45 is a fixed value, that is 1 upon root 2, and sin 30 is 1 by 2. After solving it, root 2, and that is 1.414. My dear student, please try to do these numerical of your own. Write the question and try to do the solution using the formulas. Example 3, the same question, but now they are asking they calculate the refractive index of first medium with respect to second medium. If I am saying refractive index of first medium, it means light is entering now in first medium and coming from second. So when the light is coming from second medium, it means whatever angle R is there, so now that angle will become angle I, and that angle R will become angle I. So accordingly I have given that sine 30 upon sine 45, and on putting the values 1 upon root 2 equal to 0.707, or the pair of, you just think about it, in the same question the medium is same, angles are same, but only the direction gets reversed. It means first the light is traveling from 1 to 2, right? Now what happened? They are asking refractive index of first medium with respect to second. In the previous question they were asking about refractive index of second medium with respect to first, just the reverse of the medium. In that case you can directly apply the principle of reversibility, and 1 2 is equal to, it means refractive index of first medium with respect to second is equal to 1 upon the refractive index of second medium with respect to first. Only the reverse direction get reversed. So directly putting the value 1 upon 1.414, which we have done in the previous slide, that is equal to 0.707. In both the ways the answer will be correct. That is just a matter what method, what formula strikes in your mind at that moment. Example 4. The refractive index of glass is given and that of diamond is given. They have not mentioned with respect to what. It means these two refractive index are the absolute refractive index. It means the light is coming from air. In first case, air to glass, and here air to diamond. My dear student, just observe the refractive index value. Glass is having the value 1.6 and diamond is having the value 2.4. It means that diamond, more value of refractive index means more optically denser medium. It means in when the light travel from air to diamond, more bending is there when compared from glass. Now they are asking calculate the refractive index of diamond with respect to glass. Whatever formula I have told you, that is N21. 2 subscript is coming before, so in numerator N2 upon N1. So here the formula refractive index of diamond with respect to glass. So here I have mentioned N DG. D stand for diamond and G stand for glass, and that is equal to ND upon NG. Subscript 2 1, 2 is coming in numerator and 1 is coming in denominator. Here subscript is DG, so D coming first, coming in numerator, G afterwards, so coming in denominator, and on putting the value 1.5. In B part they are asking about the glass with respect to diamond. So that is just reverse of the previous case. So the reciprocal, that is 1 upon NDG, or you can just reverse the ratio 1.6 upon 2.4 or 1 upon 1.5, giving the same answer. Example 5. The refractive index of diamond is 2.47 and that of glass is 1.51. How much faster does light travel in glass than in diamond? Again, the refractive index of absolute refractive index of diamond is 2.47 and absolute refractive index of glass is 1.51. Students, it is not necessary that in each and every question the examiner or in any question it is mentioned absolute or relative. This is your observation whether that particular refractive index is absolute or relative. If relative is there, then obviously with respect to some other medium should be mentioned. Now, how much faster? We all have learned, just see the third line in the solution, refractive index of diamond with respect to glass. We have learned the formula N21 equal to N2 upon N1 or V1 upon V2, right? Just observe n2 1, so n2 upon n1, but when we are taking the speed, the subscript get reversed. Numerator will go in the denominator and the denominator will go in the numerator in case of speed. So only by taking, because we don't need the relative refractive index, we will be taking nd upon ng is equal to vg upon vd. On putting the values of absolute refractive index 2.47 upon 1.51, coming out to be 1.637, and that is equal to Vg upon Vd. Cross multiply, so Vg is equal to 1.635 Vd. Now, in the previous case, I told you that glass is having the lesser refractive index when I compared with a diamond. Diamond is more optically denser. When it is more optically denser, it means that in that medium, the speed is less. And glass is comparatively optically rarer. So, it means that the speed will be faster. So, as per the relation, Vg is equal to 1.635 Vd. So, we can say that light travels in glass 1.635 faster than in diamond. I hope you all understood the numericals and you can now apply the different formulas in different situations. In the next class, we will be doing the spherical lenses and the rules for making the ray diagram. So be ready with your ruler, pencil and notebook. Thank you.